the New England Patriots versus Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they can get it.
Darnold on first down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. But that one ended up incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets this one complete to Bowden. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offense, you want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back. Open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm not sure this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Darnold completes it, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Darnold, he lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Rashad Perriman. A gain of 26 yards.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 15 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, currently sitting in the number 2 spot. But remember, that no longer means a bye into the divisional round.
No, partner, you're right. They made that change for the 2020 season. So Being in the #1 spot is the ultimate deal. It used to be the top 2. Get those opening weekend buys. Now it's just #1. But still, a lot at stake, as you mentioned. They could end up with 2, possibly 3 home games if things shake out correctly and they continue to win in the playoffs.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air again, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown.
Number 82,
Jamison Crowder. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Newton on 1st down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He may try and run for this. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Jets 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this to Bell. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. And he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Going deep now for Herndon. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Demir Byrd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Newton. Being chased out left. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
He'll run the screen with Bowden. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
It's 4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back.
Adam Vinatieri.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down. Right.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
7-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. 7 yards the pick up there. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. You got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Brings up.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this is caught at the 8. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself. Just let it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Lynn Bowden. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, the return is Bowden. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
32-yard line.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Slant route caught by Edelman.
The pass complete to Julian Edelman.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Bowden. And he stopped immediately there.
Play to the running back.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
They'll try it again with Bowden. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Justin Rohrwasser on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up the throw from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New York.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught at about the 6. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And goal at the Patriots 4-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East, but as it's... Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the deep. Had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. 24. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 37-yard line.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold and the Jets now. Down 24-17. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That catch good for only a couple. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They were almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Pats, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding.